Good morning, students. Welcome back to the science class. As you know that we have already completed chapter number 10. Exercise also has been completed. The question answer has been done. You might have seen the previous video that we have completed the long answer question also from the chapter 10. So today I will start a new chapter, chapter number 11, that is force, work and energy. I have written here chapter 11, force, work and energy. Okay, this is page number. You can follow the page number on 65. Page number is your 65 in your science book. Okay, first of all, force. Okay, so what the question comes here in our mind? Question is, what is force? Okay, so let us read it out. In our daily life, we see many things around us like books, desks, chairs and school bags. They do not move on their own. They need a push or pull to move. So there may be desk, there may be chair, there may be books at your home. They are not moving because they are non-living thing. How can they move? So you need a force to push or pull them. So a push or a pull applied on a body is called force. You can underline here. So what is force? A push or pull applied on a body is called force. Now the effects of force. See here, number one, force can move a resting object. See, the girl is moving the car. Number two, force can speed up a moving object. Number three, force can change the direction of a moving object. Number four, force can stop a moving object. You can stop a ball. Suppose you are hitting a ball, you are playing cricket and you are batting and your friend is bowling to you. So when you hit the ball with the bat, the ball is running, moving, so you apply force to stop the ball. Then number five, force can change the shape of an object. And number six, force can slow down a moving object. So these are the effects of force. Means what does force do? What can the force do? Okay, so what can it do? Once again, a force can move a resting object. Force can speed up a moving object. Force can change the direction of a moving object. Force can stop a moving object. Force can change the shape of an object. And force can slow down a moving object. Now types of force. Next topic is here, types of force. So there are two types of force which act all the time. These are as follows. Number one is gravitational force and number two is force of friction. Let us study about these. So there are two types of force. One is gravitational force and another is frictional force or force of friction. Now I will move to next page, that is your page number 66. Okay. Number one, gravitational force. What is gravitational force? What is gravitational force? See here, when we throw a ball upwards, it comes down on its own. Why does it happen? It happens because the earth pulls the object towards it. So when you are throwing the ball high up in the air, it comes down. Why does it comes down? Because the earth is pulling the ball towards it. The force by which the earth pulls the object towards it is called gravitational force or gravity. So gravitational force is also called gravity. Another name of Gravitational force is gravity. So the force by which the earth pulls the objects towards it is called gravitational force. You will underline here the definition. Even when an object is at rest, force of gravity acts on it. Now, second is force of friction. So number 2 force is, what is, question is, what is friction? So what is friction? Let us read this one. When you roll a ball on the floor, it gradually slows down and stops. Why does it stop? It stops due to friction. Suppose you are rolling a ball, the ball is moving, all of a sudden after going to somewhere, some place, it generally stops there. So why does it stop? It stops due to friction. So what is friction? A force that tries to stop a moving object is called force of friction or frictional force. So a force that tries to stop a moving object is called force of friction or friction, you can tell, or frictional force. It acts between objects that are in contact with each other. Do you know, there is one do you know, and on page 66 you will follow this one. When you cry, gravity pulls the tears from your eyes down to the earth. But you cannot cry in space. In space, tears cannot fall from the eyes due to lack of gravity. So in space, everything just floats. It is floating because there is no gravity. When there is no gravity, it will float. Okay, so when you cry in the space, the tears will not fall because there is no gravity. Then one activity is there. See here, push a heavy object on a rough surface, then push the same object on a smooth surface. In which condition do you apply more force? We apply more force to move the object on a rough surface. So we can say that the friction is less on a smooth surface as compared to a rough surface. So we should remember this one, very important. Friction, important thing this one, I will write. Friction is less on a smooth surface, as compared to a rough surface. Okay, this I have marked 3 star here because friction, you must remember, friction is less on a smooth surface as compared to a rough surface. In general, smooth surfaces like glass or ice cause less friction, while rough surfaces like a carpet produce more friction. In our daily life, it is not possible to do certain activities in the absence of friction. So in our daily life, it is not possible to do certain activities in the absence of friction. So friction is essential for us in the following ways. Means how friction is useful to us, how friction is useful for us. Number 1, writing on a rough surface is easier than writing on a smooth surface. Number 2, it is difficult to walk on a very smooth surface as compared to a rough surface. We can slip on a smooth surface as it causes less friction. So remember, when there is less friction, no friction is there, the surface is smooth, so we are not able to walk properly there. You can slip on the smooth surface. Okay, so there is one MCQ there on page number 67. Page number 67, MCQ. Number 1, a ball thrown upwards falls down due to friction, gravitational force, magnetic force. It is gravitational force. I will tick mark here. Number 2, friction is dash for writing on a paper. So your answer is friction is essential. Essential for writing on a paper. Now we will start today simple machines. Now we will learn simple machines. This is also same page number 67. Okay, what are simple machines? Question is, what are simple machines? Simple machines are the devices that make our work faster and easier. So simple machines are the devices that make our work faster and easier. Simple machines are of different types. So there are 6 types of simple machines. 6 types of simple machine is 6 types. What are the 6 types of simple machine? They are lever, pulley, wheel and axle, inclined plane, wedge and screw. Lever is a simple machine used to, number 1, cut things, for example scissor. So scissor is a lever. Number 2, lift weights, for example seesaw. Number 3, open lids, for example bottle opener. So these are the examples of lever. Scissor, bottle opener, seesaw, these are the example of lever. Lever are classified, you will learn this in the higher class. Lever are classified as first class lever, second class lever and third class lever, or class 1 lever, class 2 lever and class 3 lever. 3 types of levers are there. Okay, now next simple machine is your pulley. You must have seen this one on a well. Okay, when there is a well in your locality or place, you might have seen this pulley system. So pulley is a simple machine used to draw water from the well. So it is very easy to draw the water from the well if there is a pulley. It consists of a rope running over a wheel. The wheel is grooved to prevent the rope from slipping off. You can see the picture on page number 67. Now next simple machine is inclined plane. An inclined plane is used to load heavy barrels, sacks, etc. onto trucks. It is basically a slope over which a load can be pushed or pulled easily. So it is a slope type. Suppose a slide. In the playground you have seen slide there, that is an inclined plane. So an inclined plane is used to load heavy barrels, sacks, etc. onto trucks. It is basically a slope over which a load can be pushed or pulled easily. Now next simple machine is your screw. So what is screw? A screw is used to hold the things together. Remember, a screw is used to hold things together. It is basically a nail with grooves cut into it. So when there is a groove in the nail, it is a screw. You might have seen the carpenter is using this screw when they are fixing the window frame or the door. Okay, they are using the screw. With the screwdriver they are using this, just piercing the screw. No, there is, so screw is just like a nail, you might have seen nail with groove, means cuttings there at the base. Okay, so these are used by the carpenter to fix the window frame or door frame or the door or the window. Okay, okay students, so today we have read up to the simple machines screw. Okay, but remember there are 6 types of simple machines. They are pulley, lever, wheel and axle, inclined plane, wedge and screw. Next day we will learn more simple machines from the same chapter number 11, force, work and energy. Till then, goodbye to everyone and thank you.